Can you hear
This
me,
26 Sports and
No, can Damien hear me?
CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by
Nothing,
Cadillac
buddy.
Casting Incorporated.
Yeah, we're just seconds away from the start of the third quarter with the Vikings have a big 21-point lead over the Reed City Coyotes here from Cadillac High School. I'm Dan Gussard, and with me tonight is Jason Main.
You know, this is a kind of game, Dan, where Cadillac obviously is up 21, and they really want to stay sharp in this. And Reed City, on the other hand, they want to cut into the deficit, and make some adjustments. Both coaches are going to see how well their teams can adjust.
You know, and I think if I'm Reed City, I'm thinking, boy, if I could get Raphael and Mickelson with a quick foul here in the third quarter and get them resting some, that just makes things a lot easier. I think there's a play drawn out in the locker room right there. Logan Wild gets 2.
Yeah, and Logan's a left-handed kid, and going to his left, he's really strong, and going to his right too, but obviously much stronger to the left.
As we see penetrating against Mickelson, he's unable to really defend that solidly. Hansen gets 2 points right there.
Yeah, he kind of laid off him a little bit and didn't want to pick up his quick third, which...
Well, that's smart on his part. You got to do that at this point. Raphael inside. Just too strong right there for number 21 for Reed City. Cody Kyling not wanting to pick up that foul in there. Raphael's just tough inside.
He is. He's going to get his third one right here, though. I don't know. That's a tough call. He's just kind of fighting for position. And
that's his third. Just 53 seconds into the third quarter.
Looks like Levi Klotz is going to check in for Raphael, and unfortunately he picks up that quick one. And
he got the one, 87-5, a long way from the basket.
Yep.
We'll just say that's the one that's hurting him. The other two are there, and I tell you what, give him credit for not picking up that fall right there. Causes a jump ball situation that'll stay with Reed City here.
He knew he was coming out. I might as well play hard.
Reed City, Peyton Hansen inbounding it right here. Doesn't find anything. Runstrom is going to get to this. Tips it to himself, gets to the basket. And he looks like he fell pretty hard on a good clean play, I think, right there. Nothing intentional, malicious right there.
Yep, good job, Charlie. It was a 50-50 ball, and he went and got it. And he's going to get 2 free throws as a reward for it. Clock's still running. There goes the top.
Yeah, it's easy to have that happen too. You think that the players are early in the year of their kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So are the the staff that doing everything. As Runstrom drains his first one.
Good first points for Charlie and getting the scorebook on an effort play.
Charlie goes 2 for 2 from the line. Back comes Reed City's Sayez with the ball here.
Cadillac comes out in a man-to-man, and
left-handed jump shot from Philip Jones-Price is off. And, I was talking to one of the guys up here at halftime, and that was one of the things we both noticed is Reed City's offensive flow just hasn't been real solid. And once again, we kind of saw that right there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're living on one person penetrating and go, and they're trying to do a little half-court trap here against Cadillac, which might be scary because there's going to be some open shots like that for Levi Klotz, but he ended up not hitting 3.
Nice hustle by Mickelson right there as that pass inside for Preston Johnson is thwarted. Nice job right there by the Vikings kicking it out. Mickelson gets the wide open 3 off that pass right there from Klotz. Philip Jones-Price with the ball. He goes to the far side. That's Hansen. He's going to penetrate with his left. Gets a foul at the elbow area of the court.
That's tough because Levi played pretty good defense. He just didn't move his feet a little bit. And when a guy goes hard like that, and you're one step behind, you kind of have to lay off and depend on their help defense to stop him.
Hansen going to inbound it.
He's had trouble a couple times getting that ball in.
And, maybe that flow that we're talking about that Reed City doesn't get into is a lot to do with the Vikings' pressure man defense.
Yeah, for sure. And Levi's going to get another one right here. And that's going to be his, I believe, just his second.
Looks like that's number 3. If I can see that number right here. Is that Peyton Hansen at the line, Jason?
It is, yep.
Okay.
So Peyton, a sophomore, he starts for Reed City, but ends up missing the first free throw.
These are his first attempts of the night. Anthony Pelton's going to drift back to the half-court area out of the camera view. Anthony had about 7 rebounds in the first half. He was a strong force for Reed City. Hansen goes 1 for 2. Vikings up by 27. Reed City in that trap near half court. Vikings doing a nice job being patient. Sitting Mickelson at the 3-point line, and that is going to be off. And is that 3 quick ones in a row right there?
And Levi, he's not a starter, but he got his money worth in the couple minutes he was in with 3 fouls. But that's not what Coach Benzenberg wants.
No.
He's already boxed out, and he's just trying to go over the guy's back.
Yep.
And Reed City's got 4 fouls now, only 3 minutes into the second half.
There's that high screen and roll from Pelton. Excuse me, that's not Pelton. Yeah, that was Pelton on the screen. Sayez penetrates, and we have a quick 5th team foul on the Vikings right there. That one's on Logan Wild.
Logan Wild, yeah. I don't know if you noticed on that one, Dan, but there is a lot of kids nowadays that carry the ball.
Yeah.
And that, he hesitated and it kind of froze him, and then he put it back on the ground. 7th and 8th graders do it, and they kind of let that go a little bit.
Yep.
But a lot of high school kids, they don't call carry anymore.
Sayez goes 2 for 2. Baker penetrates the trap. Mickelson penetrates, kicks it back out to Baker. It swings around here. This number 22 for the Vikings. And that shot is off a little bit for Wild.
Logan didn't really get his feet set underneath him.
That's a great rebound right there.
Yeah, Kale's got 6 or 7 nice rebounds here.
That's about the 2nd or 3rd possession in a row here where we didn't see the Vikings get into much of a flow.
No.
And that's kind of what that trap is hoping to do for Reed City, is just speed the game up a little bit.
They got a good look.
They're getting good looks,
but
yes.
it's not like you say a good offensive set where they get it and work it around and then find somebody that's open. You almost like everybody to kind of get down there, get their feet set under them, run around a little bit, and then if they are shooting a 3, they can feel a little more comfortable.
Raphael checks it back in with those 3 fouls. I don't imagine we'll see him much here in this quarter. Maybe a quick minute, give Mickelson a rest. We'll see.
And Barczewski's on the bench too. He did a pretty good job when he came in.
Just like that, Raphael gets a rebound. That was nice defense by Charlie Runstrom right there. A strong move to the basket. Raphael finishes over Pelton. Long 3-pointer is nothing but net right here.
Josh Munn, he didn't hesitate, and it was 2 feet behind the arc, and he let her fly.
Baker to Runstrom, kicks it back outside to Raphael, and that's off. There's a foul inside. Nice strong move right there.
Yeah, Logan took it up good, and Pelton, he didn't really have to come down, but it's so tempting when he's up there to just bring his hands down. It's a guaranteed foul.
Yeah, I think if he keeps his hands up right there, maybe a no call, which certainly would make that still a tough shot. Left-hander, Logan Wild, left-hander, makes that. Gets the second one here. Vikings up by 25. 3:35 to go. We're going to let everybody know that our sponsors tonight are Pizza Plus, Fox Motors at Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, and our presenting sponsor, CCI. Their financial donations allow us to bring you this broadcast. We appreciate what they do for this. And all season long, they've helped bring the football games we were able to cover to you folks. And if you're out and about and you stop into any one of those businesses, give them a big thank you, allowing us to bring you high school basketball here on 26 Sports and CTV. We got a timeout, Jason?
Yeah, Reed City, they had 2 quick turnovers there. One led to a Tip Baker easy layup. And then once the second one happened, their coach said, hey, we got to talk about this, and this thing is already out of hand. It's going to get pretty ugly if we start turning the ball over.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the thing in high school sports. If you can eliminate some turnovers and play good defense, you don't have to have great scoring. Obviously that helps, but once you establish that we're going to play defense and not turn the ball over, you can keep yourself in some games.
The Vikings had a strong 21-point lead and scored the first 5 pretty quickly to start this quarter, and they're about a basket away from having 20 in the quarter already, Jason.
Yeah, they've hit 8 threes tonight, and that's great, but you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and one good thing about Cadillac tonight is they have a pretty balanced attack with some other field goals, layups, and even some jump shots that have fallen. So good balance on the scoring, good balance on who scores too.
3:14 to go. The Vikings up almost by 30 at this point. Reed City in that half-court trap still. Nope, they're going to drop back just into the man. Tip Baker guarded by Jackson Price. Vikings will get into their man offense. Baker penetrates, kicks it back out. Good
Jake Roberts
set, gets his
in,
feet. I like that 3 a little better than what we saw off the press break from the Vikings because it's more out of your offensive set.
Anytime you can kick it out from some penetration where you're catching and shooting from there is a little easier shot than catching a long pass from down the court.
You also have the opportunity out of that offensive set to have some people in rebounding position.
Yep.
Raphael corrals that defensive rebound, brings it down. And here goes the Vikings into their offense.
Levi Klotz comes in with 3 fouls, and that was a good look too. He just missed it. And
once again, Jason Main has jinxed the Vikings here. Just a few minutes ago, he says live by the 3, die by the 3, and
we missed
back-to-back 3s. 3 in a row. Mund is off with that one. Baker brings the ball down the floor, has it taken away right there. That's number 3, Peyton Hansen with that steal, but picks up the offensive foul as he goes to the basket there.
Wiley veteran. Mm-hmm. You hear me all right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Good, Jason. Are you hearing me?
Yep. So a good take by Tip Baker there. He got his feet set. And really was in good position to take a charge.
That's a nice job right there by number 2, David Johns.
David Johns coming in, giving some minutes here in the third quarter.
Keeps his feet in bounds, makes a good pass, makes a great hustle play right there, and keep the Vikings with the ball. Jake Roberts with it. Went back to Baker, back to Roberts. Backdoor pass, just a little telegraph. Munn gets his hand on that one. He goes down, sits at the 3-point line. That's a great run out by him. He doesn't finish.
Hey, good job by David Johns getting a nice rebound there too.
He's made his presence felt right away. Going to the basket strong is number 5 for the Vikings, Jake Roberts. He's a senior, 6'2", and he's going to get 2 free throws.
Yep, good job by Jake coming off the bench and taking it strong. And Coach Bensberg had a little talk with him about the turnover, I think, but hopefully he puts these free throws in.
I like some leadership right there at the free throw line areas. I watched Tip Baker go over to David Johns and just, tell him great job, keep it up. That's the way to do things.
Yep, and like it is, David Johns doesn't have to score a bunch of points. He just comes in and does those little hustle things.
Gets his hand on that one too. Not able to corral it or get to a teammate. Three-pointer is nothing but net for Mr. Mund. That's his second of the quarter.
Evan Bohr gets the ball up the floor from Tip Baker and then ended up throwing it out of bounds, trying to get it to David Johns there. He was open for a second, but unfortunately had a little too much mustard on it.
Reed City goes 1-4, high this time. Penetration, nothing there. Jackson Price settles into the middle, and this is Preston Johnson. Comes over here to Steven Schwan. I think that's Schwan. Nice job right there by number 5 by the Vikings. A little quick steal, and Roberts goes coast to coast. Dishes it off at the last second. That's not the pass you want to make, though. That's not a good fundamental one. Got to get his feet set a little better right there. Looked like we got a foul on the closeout right there.
Yeah, Evan Bohr somehow ended up with the ball from Jake Roberts, and he's fouled on the 3, so he's going to get 3 free throws here. The foul's on, I believe, number 13, Preston Johnson.
Yeah, his third. That would be the 6th team foul, so we'll see the Vikings step to the free throw line for the remainder of the game at those kinds of situations.
Evan misses the first, but
is he getting 3 out of this?
He is getting 3, yep.
We've got 3 substitutions coming in for Reed City right here. Looks like 0, 10, and number 2 checking in here. Once again, 0, if you remember, is Philip Jones Price. 10 is Brandon Major. And Zach Saya is number 2.
Yeah, this is a point in the game now, this quarter coming up, where both teams are playing a non-league opponent, and they want to get some kids some playing time.
You want to get on a little bit of roll. You want to work on some things that are going to help you out as the conference parts of your schedules heat up. Major shot is no good. Back come the Vikings. That thing went everywhere but in on that.
Yeah, good timing on the shot by David Johns and good penetration by Evan Bohr.
So 56-28, Cadillac with the lead at the end of 3 quarters. You're watching high school basketball here on 26 Sports and CCTV, and we'll be right back.